Alright, my lovers, it's MJ from Ultra Love TV. I hope that you've all had a really great weekend. And we're hella back on the happy Monday. It's a solar full moon. No, wait. Lunar. No, wait. Not a solar. It's a lunar eclipse. A la most high. I don't know what I'm saying, but I wish you all peace on this lunar eclipse. No? Yes. Yeah. Actually, it's probably like happening right this second. It's like 4 in the morning. I wake up super early for whatever reason, and I just like sharing the love from my heart, and sometimes I do a few takes because we just like to be en flow. Hey, also, thanks a lot for your guys' booking. We got some bookings over the weekend, and some new people have just showed up on the channel, so thanks so much just for your love and support. Again, I run this brand, Ultra Love. It's been quite a journey, not gonna lie, and yet here we are sharing, the potential of our transformational abilities, basically, because even speaking to somebody recently who I got to share some EFT with, and just getting a pulse on, like, this person is in a different country, and I was like, so, like, how is your group? Like, how's your circle of people, and la la la. She's just like, honestly, the vibratory is just like a mild depression and like hardcore anxiety and addiction. And like, and that reflected because I speak openly about my own addictions, and like, and then I'm suddenly aware of like, oh my goodness, like, there's the so-called bad taboo addictions, or like, spiritual addictions like caffeine. Well, no, that is a real one, actually, for sure. And then, yeah, like, I mean, in fairness, at this stage, if it's not an illegal addictive substance, like, so many, if not the majority of people that I know, are like, not that I know particularly, but like, I'm super duper aware that like so many peeps we're on meds. Like, we're on, whether we're self-medicating with whatever addiction, or we're on some sort of, medication. It just is, yeah. And I speak to this super compassionately. Like, some of you guys know I watch a lot of Gabor Mate recently, and he speaks to this, like, his success truly comes out of, having a super duper compassionate relationship and perspective with addicts. And I just feel that so supremely. Like, our society is lacking compassion. Did you guys notice that? And thus, like, it's almost like you could say our culture and society is now breeding addiction. Not solving it, not helping it, not making it better. It's like breeding addiction through disconnection, inequality, injustice. And, we're sort of in these repetitive loops, it would seem, because it's so deep. Like, the profundity of our own healing and healing the human heart, the amount of grief and neglect and contempt is this other thing where it's like, oh gosh, my goodness, like, being really aware of things like anger and rage, and like sitting with that stuff, like that, our ability to really sit with our emotions and be with them. And also, like, for any of you other like empaths and highly sensitive, like, to not be embarrassed by your emotions, to not be embarrassed by your emotional awareness. But oh my goodness, it's super duper trippy, right? Because this is where we're getting to those murky waters of like mental and emotional abuse, and some of it's not super duper obvious, right? Like, you're a loser. Some of it is way more covert and like trippy, you could say. And yet I swear it's partly because like there's this very profound program that, we're all meant to fit into these boxes, and when we don't, it can be really, really challenging. And not that fitting into any box is probably also quite crampy and challenging, but I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, 4 minutes in, we're blabbing away. I hope that you're still here with me. Holla Shazam. Okay, let's pull a few cards and just see what we get from my lovers of my turtles in a half shell. It's just... Just for that juicy laughter, we're keeping this one. We're keeping her in. Plus, I got these like new jeans, which are just reigning supreme in my mom bod life. Anyway, blah blah, super dupes. Oh, guys, guess what? I did some gardening in the weekend. Shout out to my lovers who helped. Look at that. Should I make it into a tat and be rad? But yeah, I only discovered that yesterday when I went to my hoops class. Well, I represent pole affinity. I went to this pole class, but then I noticed like, oh shit. Plus I've got like all these bites up around my neck and stuff. Like, oh. Respect. Like, respect to gardener, builder types. Like, basically people that can do things that I'm really not great at or not so good at. Anyway, buy a t-shirt if you want one. I've cut this up. This is actually like just a box tee that I have made into a skimpy tank top. Oh, Lord. Anyway, can we just crack on with the reading? If you're still here, mad props. You deserve a medal. Not for listening to me, but Holly Shazam. For listening to your own heart and for ending up here and for choosing love. Wait, no. Hold on. Too many conditions. Just love yourself for showing up. Like, are you here? Are you breathing? You're good. You know? Okay. Anyway, let's see what we get for the messages. Again, this is for fun. This is some juicy entertainment for my lovers of the Most High. And it's also tarot. I use tarot. I love tarot. I've been using it for many, many years now and been offering it as a service for almost 3 years. So it's gone so fast. These last 3 years have been total bonkers. And I just, woo, like, gosh. Anyway, and I don't even know what to say half the time about any of it because what is it? Mostly I'm just processing my own feelings of neglect and grief. So, yeah. Ooh, that's so fun. People are like, oh, you're so shiny and fun. I'm like, and also like deeply in the process of like, it's life. Like, oh, really? You're like, like, sunshine, happiness, and deep purging of the gack of the program that is shit for all of us. Why? Because that's what is at its root. The root of so many of our issues is like our thinking that we don't deserve to be here, and not thinking, the feeling, primordial, like cellular separation wounds. And look at this. This is a rant on the Most High. So basically, we're going to get to the cards, and I'm going to talk about these cards because I'm going to top up my coffee. Because this is what MJ does in the morning. I'm definitely on the road to breaking some patterns and habits, but gee whiz, has it ever been a lonely one. And I'm really thankful for you guys, like super dupes. Oh my god, like I have over 24 hours, I have had the most intense headache. My eyes have been bloodshot, straight up legit. Little fanciful weekend fun with MJ. So I went surfing by myself because I just do like a lot by myself. And fortunately, I'm starting to meet other loners who are also weird and wonderful. So it's like, oh, we can be by ourselves together. Yay! Although this week I might be doing something with a group. Oh my god. Don't know what I was saying. Oh, so I went surfing by myself yesterday, and it was a little windy. And I'm like paddling away, feeling pretty good because the waves are not that big, and that makes me feel bigger. And suddenly, and I'm like, paddling out, being like, I got this. And then eventually I realized that I was way out there by myself. Way out. And the people that were in the water were quite a ways. Like I was past the break and all this shit. But it was windy. And so I'm paddling in, as you do on a surfboard, you paddle, paddling. And I'm realizing like I'm not moving anywhere. And little MJ starts to have a bit of a panic. I'm like, and like I'm like breathing heavy, and then eventually I like got off my surfboard and was like shh, 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 shh. Like trying, people are like, whatever you do, don't panic. I'm panicking. So I'm panicking, and what is this? What is this? Paddling. And then eventually I'm fucking out of breath, but I'm able to take a break from it. This is like super melodramatic. Like any normal sea person would be like, you're literally like, like what? I got tired. Anyway, so I'm like paddling, and the wind was thrashing, and the wave splash in my face. And so yeah, I had bloodshot red eyes all day yesterday and a brutal headache. And then for a little while there was like a whole bunch of just like seawater just snotting freely. I didn't have to blow it, just like drip out of my nostril. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. It's been sunshine, lollipops, and rainbows with MJ on this grand fine Monday. I'm gonna go on the old live Hella YouTube live share crew because my fairy goddesses and mermaids and warlocks and wizards and all these people, Jedis, they'll be waiting for me, Hella. Oh my god. Do you even care? Cards, sunshine, reverse. I do. I feel like I have to say the messages because people are like, did you not do the cards? A whole new world. It's a new world for you guys. Ooh, there's definitely some big change, and it's a lunar eclipse. Did I say that already? Probably. I made a fuss about it, didn't I? Okay, so sun reverse, and then this huge change, some big change, a whole new world. Sun reverse. Sun reverse is often reflective of me of like, it's not gonna blind you. Like, it's not gonna be so much of a hardcore change that you cannot see for a moment. The sun's really giving me this message of like, follow your intuition, you guys. Make sure you're feeling really connected. You guys are getting ready to put a solid foundation down. The Four of Wands is here, but it's next to this synergy of like, you've really got to pioneer that for yourself. So for some of you, there's a little bit of advice here of like, this is something that you're going to be able to do or like create on your own for now, because getting advice from other people or like relying on handouts isn't necessarily going to create the solid foundation that you're wanting. All right. Well, thanks a lot. Thanks so much for being here, you guys. I hope that you've had a grand day. And don't forget to check us out on all the other social medias, or not, actually. Probably delete all of your social media apps, actually. I mean, don't, but like do if you're needing, like, I mean, God, guys, just straight up, and I say this for myself as well, like, just be still. Sit and be still. Don't go faffing. I'm gonna go talk on YouTube now, so Hella Shazam myself. Peace out.